Okay, picture this. You're finally living the high life, cruising in first class, sipping champagne, and then some woman starts screaming at you to give up your seat. For her KID. Let me explain how we got there.
My name is Sarah and I'm 32. I live in Chicago and honestly, I work hard. Like I'm talking 60-hour weeks. I finally saved up enough to treat myself to a first-class flight to San Diego for a long weekend. I was so excited. I'd booked it months in advance and I was picturing absolute bliss. Legroom, free drinks, the whole shebang. So I get to the gate, board the plane, and settle into my glorious, spacious seat. I'm already feeling the stress melt away. Then, this woman, character F, and her little monster of a kid, character M2, start heading towards me. I figured they must be in the seats behind me. Nope. They stopped right at my seat.
And here's where things start to unravel. This doesn't sound good, right? Like, I can already feel the tension building. I can practically see the Karen hair and the glares. Ugh. Leave a fire if you've ever had a run-in with an entitled person, because it's about to get worse.
Character F looks at me, and I kid you not, the first thing out of her mouth was, "Excuse me, but my son needs this seat." I was stunned, like, "Excuse me." I said, "I paid for this seat."
Well, my son is small and needs more space. It's not fair that he has to sit in coach.
Ma'am, with all due respect, I also paid for this seat. And frankly, I don't feel like moving.
You are being so selfish. Think of the poor child. He's going to be so uncomfortable.
He'll be fine. I'm sure Coach is perfectly comfortable.
This is ridiculous. I demand that you give up your seat. I have a child.
Okay, I'm already seeing red flags. I have a child? As if that's some kind of magical get-out-of-any-consequence card. And the entitlement? Ugh, I hate this so much. And trust me, I need you to stay for what happens next. Because this is where it gets unreal.
I just flatly responded, "No, I will not be giving up my seat."
Then just exploded. She started yelling. And I mean full-on, ear-splitting yelling. You are a horrible person. You have no heart. How can you be so cruel to a child? She actually started crying, making a show of it, and then started looking around the plane, like she was trying to get everyone to feel bad for her. Can someone, anyone, tell this woman to do the right thing and give up her seat for my son? He's too young to understand.
I was mortified. People were staring. I could feel my cheeks burning. But there was no way I was giving in. I had a right to that seat, so I just calmly said, "Ma'am, I am not going to argue with you. You're welcome to take it up with the flight attendants, but I'm staying put."
I can't believe this. Everyone is looking at you. You should be ashamed of yourself.
"Ma'am, I have nothing to be ashamed of."
My son is special, and he needs the space.
Everyone's son is special. Mine would be too if I had one. Now, please leave me alone.
Oh my God. This is a movie scene, right? The public shaming, the tears, the special kid. I can't even imagine how mortified Sarah must have been. I'd literally want the ground to swallow me whole.
At this point, the flight attendant finally stepped in. Bless her. She explained to character F that I was within my rights, and there were no other first-class seats available. But character F refused to back down. She tried to guilt-trip the flight attendant, saying it was a disgrace that a child was being treated this way.
Turned on me again, pointing her finger right in my face and yelling, "If my son is uncomfortable, I'm going to make sure you are too."
The flight attendant, thank God, finally threatened to have her removed from the flight if she didn't calm down. That finally shut character F up. She huffed and puffed and stomped back to her seat, muttering under her breath the entire time. The flight was incredibly awkward after that. People kept giving me sympathetic looks, and I tried to just ignore it and focus on my book. The worst part? As we were deplaning in San Diego, character F marched right up to me. And this is when I got it. She wasn't even in economy. She was in a premium economy seat, and it was still a better seat than the one her son was in.
"I want you to know," she spat, "that my son has a medical condition and needs to sit up front. And you are a horrible person for making him suffer like this.
I was stunned. I just stared at her. Then I said, "You lied to me and you caused a scene. You made me feel awful for no reason because you're a liar."
I did what I needed to do for my son. You should understand.
"No, I don't understand, and I will never understand the lengths people will go to get their own way. You are a terrible person." I just walked away after that. I didn't want to engage further. I spent the rest of my trip feeling angry and, frankly, a bit shaken. I kept replaying the entire thing in my head. I'm still not sure if I handled it right. Maybe I should have just given up the seat to avoid the drama. But honestly, it was my seat. I paid for it. And I shouldn't have to sacrifice my comfort because someone else thinks their child is more important than everyone else.
Wow, that is a lot. Okay, so on the one hand, a child asterisk could asterisk have been made uncomfortable, but on the other hand, character F clearly wasn't being honest and created a whole public spectacle. She was also trying to manipulate a stranger, and Sarah honestly wasn't doing anything wrong. So, who's really in the wrong here? Team Sarah, drop a red. Think she went too far? Drop a skull. And I'll read the top comments in my next video. Drop a comment, who do you think is in the wrong here?